Okay, so let's get to it. I believe that you should learn how to code in 2025, and this is the reason why. So, for example, just to give you some context, I am an SEO, right? So, I produce blog posts and stuff like that. And I've been doing this for the past 5 years. So, two of the cool things, the best things that ChatGPT is good at is writing and coding, right? So, if you just look at this example, I just said write a blog post about summer travel tips. Okay, ChatGPT does a decent job, right? But if you know about SEO and stuff, you know why this is not a good blog post and why you will never get any traffic to your website because of this blog post. So you need that kind of experience. I have that experience to know that this won't work, right? But if you're just new, you have no idea, right, that this is not going to do anything for your website. So the same thing applies to code. You can have a whole bunch of code, but if you don't understand it or know anything about it, then it's useless to you. That's not to say it's totally useless, right? Because I've been using these tools like Bolt.new to create stuff like calculators and stuff. So I can use this stuff, right, that I coded up myself, right? I didn't, obviously. AI did everything for me, right? AI made all of this for me. And you can see the code here. There, AI wrote all of this. And this is my first way that I think you should learn how to code too. Have a play around with these tools, right? And what you want to do is just keep trying and keep trying, right? The problem with these tools is this, right? That you end up in a kind of a loop of, problems and errors, and you've no idea why this happens, right? So that is the second reason why I think you still need to learn how to code, even if AI is excellent, right? Because you get stuck into this loop, and I don't have the expertise to go in here and say, well, this is the problem, that's the problem, right? I just don't know what the problem is because I don't know enough about coding. But we can learn a lot of things from about coding by just asking this. Keep going, keep trying. Is like, what's the problem here? Even ask ChatGPT, why am I getting these errors all the time? Give me the specific error. So you just need to copy in the code again, or in this case, the error. Whatever you want to change, just keep asking. And this is the skill, the most important skill that you need to learn right now. Is this kind of talking to the AI and not giving up, right? This is part of software development, as far as I'm aware, is, you come up across these problems. That's why I wish there was like this place that you could go, that you could just say, here, help me out here for like, it'll probably take you 5 minutes to do what I'm spending 3 hours on, because if I have an expert, okay, I suppose probably I could go to Fiverr or something like that. But for right now, I don't have anyone that I can just ask questions to, right? So that is really, really important. Okay, so the next thing you need to think about is why you want to learn how to code, right? So there are two reasons why you may want to learn how to code, and that's number one, to be an entrepreneur and make your own products and sell them, and the second one is to get a job, right? So I'll go through being an entrepreneur first. So I follow this guy Mark Liu, right, and he has created a course that's basically for entrepreneurs, and it's just going through everything you need to learn as fast as you can, right? And I'll leave a link to this in the comment down below, or in the description, should I say. And it just goes through things quickly, right? So the great thing is, like, if you have a good overview, right, first of all, of like CSS, right, you get the main points, right? I remember learning this, and it took ages and ages, and I didn't really get anywhere, right? This is more an overview so that you understand what the CSS is when you're dealing with these tools, right? So you go through all of these, and you can go into the styles or whatever it is, the CSS here, right? So it kind of just goes through all of this stuff. It's like, okay, right. So it's like, I need this, like, this is the color, right? So I can just change the color here. I don't need to actually write everything, but it's good to know what these things are. So that's why I really like this course, because I'm just going through it now. So I'm going to go through the JavaScript next, and then it's going to go through how to build my first SaaS. Now, if you want to get a job with coding, I would not recommend that. I would go this other path, right? You need to have much broader knowledge, right, to get a job, right? Because people want, specialists in Python, for example, right? So I tried this website before. I quite like the practical exercise that they have, right? It's called Code Academy, and I'll leave a link to this down below as well. And basically, just go through a path, right? You find something that you think is interesting, right? It might take you a little bit, but the problem with this is it just gets so overwhelming so fast, right? Because if you want to learn cloud computing, right, that's going to take a long time, right? There's probably tons in that, probably tons and tons of stuff you need to know about this one. Same with all of this, right? Go, another language is popular, right? So I would just pick something, like Python is super important, right? Or JavaScript. These ones are really, really important. These, yeah, that's why they're trending, because, yeah, these are probably the three most important things I think that you should learn, right? And just keep plugging away on these courses, right? And trying to create something, a project or something like that. What I found a little bit about this was, it just got a bit boring. It's like small projects that I couldn't make any money. I was like, I like the idea of like getting users and all of that type of thing. I want to do that as fast as possible. So that's why I prefer the entrepreneurial route. You can always do both as well, of course. But as you can see, what my opinion is, that you still need to learn how to code, right? Is like you're not going to get as far as you would if you had a good overview of all of this stuff, right? So I'm trying to get an overview of it and trying to use these tools. Bolt.new, Lovable is another one, right? Replit Agent, Relevance AI for more AI agents, right? So I recommend just going through and, trying to learn AI and automation, right? These two together are really, really powerful. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos about AI and marketing and how coding fits into that now. Thanks for watching.